notice when you lie here, if there's any tension present in the shoulders, the arms, elbows, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. Notice if your palms are down and your shoulders are rolled forward. Notice if hands are resting on their sides or the palms are opening up. Just notice the position of your shoulders to start. And then we're going to explore a pandiculation to decrease tightness in the shoulders. Take your opposite hand and place it on the front of your working arm. So right at the front of the chest. And we're going to move the arm in different positions. And the first one, just take the arm a little away from the body so it has some room to move. And we're just going to imagine that our arm is like a rolling pin and it rolls in towards the body. The shoulder blade lifts off of the floor and the front of the shoulder presses up into the hand that's resting on it. So what we've done here is created more tightness. If you were tight there already, you're going to create more tightness. So we're going into this pattern of tightness so we can get out of it. Now slowly start to lower the shoulder down. And then let it completely melt so that your entire arm is released on the floor. And we're going to keep the palm face down as we move the shoulder again. So when you're ready, take the shoulder up as if you're pushing that hand up to the ceiling. Now my arm is lifting, but my palm is staying connected to the floor. And I'm going to let my chin roll back, so as if I was to look over my head. And so I'm noticing what's tight, and then I'm slowly melting my shoulder back down, my arm comes back down, and I just keep encouraging it to melt even more so that I can roll open my hand to rest on its side. So pinky down, thumb up to the sky. Keep your hand in this position and go into that again. This time let's bring the breath into it. So breathe in, and then on your exhale, press the shoulder up into that hand. Feel the tightness it creates, and then slowly let it melt. Slowly let it melt, encouraging it to melt. Let the weight of your hand gently persuade it to relax even more until it rolls right open with the palm facing the ceiling. So palm to ceiling, back the hand stays down in the ground. And then we'll do that again. Take a breath in. And this time exhale, sink your back into the floor. So sink it, let the front of your body tighten, and then slowly let that shoulder slump back up again as if it's trying to push your hand up to the ceiling. Let the chin tilt back. And then slowly begin to melt your arm. And notice what the release is like, if it's smooth or if it's a little jumpy, if it's a little shaky. If it doesn't feel smooth, then you might want to repeat that again until you can smooth it out. And you might find that it gets a little easier and more under your control when you try that again. And then we're going to do a grand finale of this arm. So take a breath in, and on your exhale, sink your back. Notice how your pelvis tucks, chin goes back. Allow the whole arm to spiral in, and you're just letting that back of that shoulder leave the floor. Let the front of your shoulder press up into that hand that's at the front. And then slowly soften the center. So you release the press of the low back and the floor. You start to soften the belly. And that softness goes all the way up to the chest. Head comes back, pelvis comes back, and the arm just keeps melting into the floor and rolling out. And then you're just going to rest your other arm, and you're going to notice the two. So notice the side you haven't worked on. What does that feel like? And what is the side that you just worked on? What does that feel like? And is there a difference? Is the arm that we worked on a little bit more relaxed? What did that offer you? And then you'll want to go ahead and do that on the other side, because I can imagine that your other side might be jealous of the relief you just gave the other side. So give that a try and let me know what that offers you. And yeah, just would love to hear from you. These are the types of movements that we explore in a group class, or if I'm working one-on-one with you privately. Very powerful, simple yet effective. So happy exploring.